start from there. So let us start with this question. This is basically quadratic function, which is telling me to say write each of the following function in the form of whether you like it or not. Tomorrow you are going to find this question. Get me right. Whether you like it or not, tomorrow you are going to find this question. Whenever you are sketching quadratic functions, the only thing you have to look at is a. Quadratic function is in a form of ax squared plus bx plus c, f of x. When a is less than 0, you expect to have the graph that is going to have to come like this. You have maximum. When a is... What's wrong now? Mute your mic, please. Oh. Let me remove this person. Okay, this person is disturbing us. So when a is greater than 0, you expect to have the minimum and the graph will go like that. So before you even sketch and you find anything, you should be able to know that this graph will go in this manner. As simple as that. The first question here we have, a is positive 1. The graph has to come like this. It's greater than 0. So you always use complete square method. How do we use complete square method? You first factor out a. A in this case is 1. Okay? So I'll factor out 1. I come like that. What else? Since it is 1, nothing is going to be affected inside. Just write like that. The next step is you write this, then find the half of that number which you have, the number that has got x only, not x squared, which is negative 6. So negative 6 times 1 over 2, it is basically negative 3. So I'll have 6x plus, this is going to give me negative 3. So there will be negative 3. But I have to square this. What I have done here, since here I've put plus, do minus, put the same thing, and square it. Then now this number should come here. Before I continue, if you are behind, that's not good, but you can actually ask. Who is behind? No one is behind. The next step is we have to ignore this guy, the guy having x. Since this is squared and this is also squared, what we do is we just open brackets, it will be x. Because this is minus, we follow this sign inside here, it will be minus 3. Open, then square. This 2 is the same as that 2 and that 2. So now, since I've put it in the brackets, it's representing x and 3. Minus is this minus. Negative 3 squared is 9 plus 8. 1, open brackets, I have got x minus 3, that. Negative 9 plus 8 is negative 1. I have that. Multiply 1 by everything, and you end up having 1, open brackets, x minus 3 squared minus 1. 1, we don't write 1 when it is in front, just leave it. So it is x minus 3 raised to the power 2 minus 1. Now this is in the form of that. H is negative 3, k is negative 1. I'm done for the first part. The next part, I have now to hence sketch each of the function indicating the turning point and the... So now, for me to find the turning point, the only thing that I have to do, so we write TP. Turning point, it will be the opposite of this. Okay, let me not say that, but you get what is in the bracket, equal to 0, so for x will be equal to 3. So the x will be 3, comma. The y, it is that number which is outside the bracket there, which is negative 1. You get the way it is. That is your turning point. So initially this is x, this is y. Any question on how to find the turning point?
Sir, repeat.
Where? Okay, so I'm saying for you to find the turning point, but you are okay up to this point, right? So the turning point, we actually get x comma y. So the x value, we get this number, but the opposite sign, the opposite of that number. So what is the opposite of negative 3? Hmm? Positive 3. Then y, you just get this number, the way it is, negative 1. That is the turning point. No, that is now the y, that is now the y, what do we call, that is the y turning point, that is the turning point. Oh, sorry, y intercept, yes. But the turning point, x is this number, now the opposite, then the y, you get the way it is. But the number that doesn't have x, or doesn't have y, sorry, doesn't have x, that is the what? The y intercept. But we are coming there. No, we are not interested in the sign. H is basically negative 3. Then k is negative 1. So they can give you this, but h can be negative. So don't worry about that. Yes. Now finding that, you first find the turning point. The turning point is what we have there. After having the turning point, meaning I no longer need this. Because of space, I have to get rid of it. But I'll need this part. I'll need that part. Let me do this. I'll get rid of this only. So what I'm going to do now, guys, here is simple and straightforward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I want now to find the x, y. There is what we call intercept. The question is asking us also. Anyway, it's not asking us, but you have to find the intercept. So intercept, we have got x and y intercept. So to find y intercept, x should be equal to 0. So basically y, we just get the number that doesn't have x, which is 8. So meaning that in x should be 0, y should be 8. That's what it means. Then y, when you're trying to find x, this guy that you have here, it is 1 open brackets x minus 3 squared minus 1 equal to 0. Then you have to solve for x. Shift this to go to the other side. Forget about 1, it's not going to affect anything unless if it was negative. So it will be x minus 3 squared should be equal to 1. Now I want to find the value of x. I can square both sides. Once I square this side, then I have to put plus or minus. So then this 2 and that square root will go. I'll have x minus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 1 is 1. When I do that, shift this 3 to go to the other side. So it will be x. This 3 should come here. It will be 3 plus or minus 1. Meaning that the values that I'm going to have is 3 is equal to 3, or x is equal to 3 plus 1, and x is equal to 3 minus 1. So here x will be equal to 4 and x will be equal to 2. Who is behind on how to find the x intercept? You went to do it? Sir, are you sure? Are you being serious right now? Okay. Okay. No problem, Masa. Since we are solving another question, So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that because we are solving another question. So another question that we want to solve. Oh no, we're not done. We want to sketch. Now I have the x and y. Remember. Now I can sketch this. So the x-intercept that I have, it is 2 and positive 4. 2 and 4. The turning point is at negative 1, negative 1 here, and the x value, it is 3. So what should I do? When the graph comes, it has to turn. At turning point is where the graph is going to turn. So the graph is going to turn at 3 comma negative 1. 3 is here comma negative 1, it will be probably here. But the y intercept is 8. The graph has to pass that point, these two intercept, and rest here. What does it mean? Coming there, touching this point, coming there, going this side. This graph is the graph of f of x is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 8. I get my 5 marks. So this question, you find it. Whether you like it or not, my friend, you find it. Someone who asked me today, the time I was teaching you, I mentioned to say you have to put the arrows, but since you don't know where it is ending, but for this type of graph, you can either put arrows or you can just leave it like that. It's fine. Any question? Bana Prosper, are you trying to get something? Choose the question here, sir. We have solved one. Choose another one. Which one do you want us to solve? Choose the hard one, Kaidi. Choose the hard one. Okay, 3 is hard, right? Okay, let's do 3. So 3, I'm going to rearrange it. 3 is basically the same as rewriting it as negative 2x squared minus 2x plus 4. You're okay there? No one is behind on how to rewrite? No one is behind on how to rewrite. Yes, so this is always in a form of ax squared plus bx plus c. So that's why I had to start with the one with x to the power 2. You understand? Chuma. Okay. Okay. So you guys, if you understand, then we can continue with this question. Now, what's happening here is very simple and straightforward. So let's continue. Let's factor out a. A is negative 2, so I'll factor out negative 2. No, no, mute your mic. So I factor out negative 2. If I factor out negative 2, then I have to do what? Then I have to start now dividing. Negative 2 into negative 2, I will remain with x squared. This is where a lot of people lose it. So when you factor out something, when you're writing what is in the brackets now, you are dividing. So I'm going to divide this by negative 2. It has cancelled. I have x squared. That's what I have there. I'll go again and say negative 2 into negative 7. It is positive 7 over 2 x. Again, negative 2 into 4. It is negative what? Negative 2. This part, this is where a lot of people miss it. Any question? Hmm? Masara, guys, you are behind. Okay, 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 perfect. Now, although nice can understand language, but it's fine. Um, we go back and now continue. So we go there now. This will keep on bringing this guy. Then here it will be x squared plus 7 over 2x. You have to find the half of 7 over 2. It's the same as just times 1 over 2, which is going to be 7 over 4. So here, this is positive, then it will be positive 7 over 4. Now I have to square it. Then plus or minus, again the same thing. 7 over 4 squared minus 2. I like it when people are behind. Who is behind? Vasa, you are not there. Are you sure? So Vasa, we are finding the half of this guy. Half of 7 over 2 is actually 7 over 4. You just do 7 over 2 times half. Namumva Vasa. Vasa, are you sure? Perfect. So now from here, Vasa, you have to ignore this. And now, so I'm going to open another bracket here. I need to get this x and just this guy and ignore this. So it will be x plus 7 over 4 raised to the power 2. Initially, if you expand this the way it is, it will come back to this guy. That's the principle. Minus 7 squared is 49, 4 squared is 16, then minus 2. You come at this point, the next thing is you can either deal with this one only the way it is first, or multiply this by everything. What I mean is, if I open the big bracket, it will be negative 2x plus 7 over 4 squared. Negative 2 times this negative, but again negative 2 it will give me plus 2 times 49 over 16, then plus again, because negative 2 times negative 2 plus 4. I'll keep on bringing this x plus 7 over 4 raised to the power 2. 2 there, 1, 2 here, 8. Then I'll have 49, please mute your mic, over 8 plus 4. But again I have to simplify. 49 over 8 plus 4. Sorry for disturbing you. Please disturb. Where did you get that 2? Which 4? The 2. Where did you get this 2 which I don't know whether you divided by 16 in the one there. You are asking about this 2, my friend, right? Yes. My friend, this 2 here, my friend, have you seen this 2 here? Respond. Have you seen? Yes. Now, this 2 outside here, it is affecting everything inside. That's why this 2 also goes with this guy, but I have to multiply this 2 by everything, by this and also by that. Oh, okay. You have understood, right? Yes. That's perfect. Now, at this point, because I don't have enough space, I'm going to do this. I have to simplify 49 over 8 plus 4. Divide it by 1. The common denominator is 8. 8 into 8, 1 times 49, 49. Plus 1 into 8 is 8. 8 times 4, I don't know. 32, right? 49 plus 32 is what? That will be 11. Then that will be what? guys, that will be 781. So then I have negative 2 open brackets x plus 7 over 4 raised to the power 2 plus 81 over 8. Now this is my guy in a form of f of x is equal to this. I'm done. Full stop. Hence sketch. Now we need to sketch. What is the y-intercept? Prosper. What is the y-intercept here? 4. Perfect. Prosper. Prosper, you know these things, eh? So now the y-intercept is 4. But again, we need to find the turning point. Don't forget about that. The turning point, you get the opposite of that, which is going to be now negative 4, negative 7 over 4. Or if you don't understand there, just equate what is inside here equal to 0. Solve for x, comma. Get this the way it is. If it is negative, get it as negative. If it is positive, get it the way it is. So it is positive 81 divided by 8. That's my turning point. After getting the turning point, you have now to find the what? You have now to find the what we call the x code, the x intercept. To find the x intercept, don't even waste time using the bus method. You are wasting time. From what you have here, equate this guy equal to 0. Shift this to the other side. So you remain with negative 2 x plus 7 over 4 raised to the power 2 is equal to negative 8 over 4. Negative 81, sorry. When you do that, since this number is not part of this car2 on top here, therefore you have to divide it by negative 2 everywhere. So here is the same as I say this, because if I divide, am I going to confuse you? I'm dividing here by negative 2. So this and that has gone. What I've remained with is x plus 7 over 4 in the brackets raised to the power 2 is equal to negative 81 divided by 4 is the same as, again, I divide it by negative 2, of which I know that will be negative. Are you sure you can see the? Oh, it's 8, right? Sorry. This is 8. This is 8. Are you sure you can see the screen? Okay, sir. Can you just leave the meeting and then join again? So we are waiting for you. Leave the meeting and join again. I believe you are going to see the. Are you back, sir? Mr. Prosper, are we together? Okay, that's nice. So, the one who was saying they can't see the screen, are you able to see the screen now? Are you able to see the screen now? The guy has gone forever, he has not joined yet. Imagine, eh? Is that even fair? Eh? The answer is no. The answer is no. As we are learning, and him he doesn't want to learn. Is that fair? The answer is no. It's not fair. Okay, guys. You guys have told you to say you should go ahead. Those guys who said they can't see the link, I'm now going to send this link. Where can I copy this link? Sir, can you just send it everywhere? I've done that, but people are saying they can't see it. You can send it everywhere. You can send it to your friends. You can even post on your status. I can't just make this video and then I don't win. Guys. So now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to continue. But for those who have not liked my video, I have sent this link in the comment here. That is the link. Follow that link right now. Go and like the video. Then we continue. I have sent the link there. You can see the link. Fast, fast, fast. Then he's saying I've used 20, 80, 90%. Let me just buy bundles right now. Give me 30 seconds. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, we are doing everything that is coming tomorrow, so don't worry. The link is on top there. Try to go there, guys. Like. Let's hit 900. We are remaining with 20 people on. Leave it. I'm about to finish, so I'll come and do it. Okay, I'm back. I hope you guys have done that. Definitely, I'm able to see here. Now, I've even managed to buy bundles, which is actually good. So, you can mute your mic, we can continue. Mute your mic, we continue. Mute your mic, mute your mic.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So that on when you're finding the intercept, you can use any equation, any
Method? You mean method, madam?
method.
Yes.
When you're finding the x-intercepts,
Yes. You can either use the
you can use
bus.
anything.
I think I don't understand. What do you mean anything? Like the method?
More like the bus
Yes.
factor.
Yes. You can use factorize, the bus method, any. So from here now, I can clearly see that this is going to give me negative 81 divided by 4 times 1 over negative 2. So this and that, it will give me negative 81 divided by negative 16, of which is just 81 divided by 16. Negative and negative has gone. So what we have actually now is this. We now have x plus 7 over 4 raised to the power 2 is equal to 81 over 16. We want to find the value of x, so then we can square root both sides. The moment you do this, this side put plus or minus. So this 2 and the square root have gone. Madam, sure. So we have plus or minus. The square root of 81 is 9. The square root of that is 4. So then shift this to the other side. You have x being equal to 7. Yes, you can ask. Time by guys. You can ask. You can ask if I've got a question. Yes, please. Guys, you're just raising your hand, but you don't want to ask. I've shifted this to the other side. It's negative plus or minus 9 over 4. This means that x is equal to negative 7 over 4 plus 9 over 4, and x should be equal to negative 7 over 4 minus 9 over 4. So the first one here, if the denominator is the same, you add the numerator. Therefore, x is equal to 2 divided by 4, which is half. So I have found the first x, 1 over 2. So x is 1 over 2. Another one here, if I add, it will be, what is negative 7 minus 9? Negative 16. Negative 16 divided by 4, x will be equal to what? not negative, it will be negative 4. When you do that, you now sketch. So these guys that we have negative 4, and you have to be careful when we're talking about this is also x, this is y. But how do I put, okay, how do I put that? That means that what I can do, guys, what can I do? This number is actually less than, so it's actually greater than negative 4, so it will be here, negative 7 over 4. Then we also have half. Half can be here. Okay. When I do that, guys, what next can I do? Remember, another thing that I have to take note is this 4. 4 is positive, so I'll put it here. Then 81 divided by 8 is probably greater than 4, so I'll put on top of 4. 81 divided by 8. Now, I want you to understand one thing. The graph has to pass negative 4 because these are the point where the graph has to pass. At the same time, the graph has to pass this point because it is the y-intercept. And also, the graph has to come and rest. This is the turning point. Turning, from the word turning, it turns. Remember, we say that when a is less than 0, the graph will have maximum. Hmm? So then I can see that this will come here and rest there. So it will definitely come here, reaching there, resting there, and touching that point. But this graph, I've not drawn it well. But you guys, I know you are the expert. But if in this case, don't even put arrows, it's fine. No one is going to penalize you. It reaches there, then it curves like that. But you know the good part of these graphs, even if you draw madongo dongo, no one is going to penalize you. The question is sketching. We are not doing exactly the way it's supposed to be. We are just sketching. We have people like Prosper. Prosper can't give us the correct graph. It's going to have these lines like the ones I've drawn here. Okay? So I've told you this question is coming, whether you like it or not. I have told you. Don't don't come and tell me to say I didn't tell you. This question you are going to find it. The question will be the same thing, but there will be different figures. Write each of the following function in the form of that. Hence, sketch the function, and it will have 5 marks. We are only focusing on b squared minus 4ac. That is the discriminant. So whenever we're talking about this, we're talking about, again, before you go there, you know that this guy, but again, you're having quiz tomorrow. Okay, I'll come and explain when it comes for test. Let me just do shortcut. When b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, you are going to have imaginary roots or complex roots. When b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, you are going to have what? You are going to have one real root. When b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, you are going to have two distinct real roots. It's either they can say distinct or they can just say real roots. Get me right there, please. The first question is saying, find the values of k for which this equation has one real root. Then now, people can black out. They are saying find the value of k, but again in the question there is no k. This was supposed to be k. You get my point, right? That was supposed to be k. So has one real root. Which one are we going to use? I've given you 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. Which one are we going to use? Has one real root, has one real solution. Exactly. We use the second one. What of this one has two real solution? We use the third one. Question 8. The equation x this has two distinct real solution. Find the set of values of k. We use this one. I've got three questions, same concept. Which question among these three do you want me to solve for you? Question 8? Okay. How many are saying we should solve question 8? Prosper, you are saying I should solve, Yonse. Prosper, you are saying I should do. Prosper, you are saying. No, we can't solve everything. You can't go to the hospital. You can't. Guys, please. You can't go to the hospital and tell the doctor that means the whole body is paining. They will end up giving you Panadol. Let's solve question 8. So, for, okay. You can mute your mic. Let's begin. Mute your mic. Let's begin. Time is not with us. Tomorrow you're having quiz. The equation x squared minus 4kx plus 4 is equal to 0 has two distinct real solutions. Find the set of possible values of k. B squared minus 4ac, since has got two distinct greater than 0. This is a, this is b, this is c. My b is negative 4k, but it has to be squared, minus 4. My a is 1, the coefficient of x there. My c is 4, greater than 0. Negative 4k squared, negative 4k squared is basically 16k squared. Negative 4 times 4, it is negative 16, just like that, greater than 0. Shift this guy to go to the other side. So we have 16k. Okay, you know sometimes these things, let me not complicate things here. Do you know that in simple terms I can reduce this dividing everywhere by 16? Can you understand in that way? If I divide everywhere by 16, meaning I've not changed anything, I'm just reducing. Those guys from Eastern, we say kashete shete sausa nyama. So you guys are quiet, meaning you're not going to understand this. Let's shift negative 16 to go to the other side. Negative 16. So dividing 16, if at all there is a number you can divide, I can divide everywhere by 16. Here 16, here 16. And I'll end up having k squared minus 1 greater than 0. Do you understand that if I have got x minus 1, if this is squared, or let me give you this, x squared minus 4, do you understand that this is the same as this? It's a difference of 2 squared. Oh, sorry, there is 2 here. I put 2. Again, this can be written as x minus 2 and x plus 2. Do you know this? Have you forgotten the difference of 2 at the difference of 2 non-Kanish? You have forgotten that point. So actually this is the same as k minus 1, because 1 here can be squared. I can put square, and k plus 1. If you don't understand what is happening, it's fine. But those who understand this method, they can use this, what I've done here. Those who doesn't understand is fine. So someone like Prosper is not going to understand what is happening here. So Prosper, we are shifting negative 1 to go to the other side. K squared greater than 1. I want to find the value of k. Square root this side. The moment you square root this side, put plus or minus, you end up having k greater than plus or minus the square root of 1 is 1. For anything, this means that k is greater than negative 1. Again, k is greater than 1.
I can't view the screen.
You can't view the screen.
I have a question, sir.
Please ask.
Uh, Here, how did the square root go here?
Where, sir? This side.
Yes. Oh, you introduced square root to both sides.
Both sides, yes. We introduced square root both. So because of these two, this and the square root went.
Okay. Okay, I'm clear now.
Thank you, sir. So here it tells me that x is greater than negative 1, but k is greater than negative 1, and again k is greater than 1. But again, this is not making sense. Why is it telling me that k is greater than 1, but again it's telling me that k is greater than negative 1? In simple terms, if you have got more than one solution, this is definitely inequality. You use the table. That's why the question is saying find the set of possible values of k, not just find what k is. No. So I'll start with negative 1 here. I'll put 1 here. The number in between can be 0. The number after 1 can be 2. The number less than negative 1 can be negative 2. Not can be, it's negative 2. Shift this to go to the other side, it will be k plus 1. If I shift this to go to the other side, it will be k minus 1. So I'll put k plus 1 here and k minus 1. Here put all these two guys. If I put negative 2 where there is k, it will be negative 2 plus 1, which is negative 1. So it's negative. If I put negative, it will be negative. It will be what? It will be negative 2 minus 1, which is negative. Negative times negative is positive. If you put 0 where there is k, it will be 0 plus 1, which is positive. If I put here, it will be negative. Overall, negative. If I put 2 here, 2 plus 1 is 3, positive. 2 minus 1 is positive. Overall, positive. What does it tell you and me? This symbol is greater than. When it's greater than, we get the part giving me positive and leave this. Unless I'm dealing with less than, that's when I can consider the negative. Therefore, the k can only start from negative 1 going all the way to negative infinity, and 1 all the way to positive infinity. So how do I show k? K will be equal to from negative infinity all the way to 1, but because it's greater than, it's showing that that number is not included. Union, I jump from 1 to positive infinity. This is the value of k. Me, I'm tired, but I'm going to show you the questions that you have to focus on to really know them.
Sir, you forgot to put a negative there.
Where?
Infinity should be negative infinity to negative infinity to comma negative 1.
Oh, negative 1. Yes, thank you. This should be negative 1. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Please ask.
Yeah. When, for example, if we had negative 16k squared minus 16 greater than 0, will we maintain the same sign in terms of the greater than upon like dividing both sides by negative 16? Or we'll have to change the sign of the greater than to less than?
If you were to divide, okay, you divide it, but still when it comes for the table, for this type of question, we always follow the first sign, which is greater than. So even if it changed, but you still maintain in that case. There is only one question where we follow the last sign. That is, oh, it's not coming tomorrow. But maybe in test one, you should come for the physical class that we are going to have before the test, and you should ask me that question so that I show you the question I'm talking about. Okay?
Right.
Thank you. So I think I don't want to waste much of your time, and I want to show you the question that you have to focus on. You get my point, right? Because we might
Focus.
okay, focus. I want you guys to focus, please. Very important. So get a kabuku and start now writing this. Question one, but question one all the way to five is the same question, but the only question that I want you, sometimes they can say complete the square of, maybe they give you something. You know where we end when it comes for completing square method, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So question one all the way to five, they're basically the same question, but mostly they should ask, mostly this question four has got high chances to come for sketching and doing everything. So I want you to focus more on question four. Then these ones I'm from teaching you, whether you like it or not, it has to come. Find the range of values. You can clearly see even this question, question 11, find the range of values of k in order for the equation to have two imaginary solutions. What does it mean? For it to have imaginary solution, meaning that that discriminant has to be what?
Less than 0.
Less than 0. Perfect. So you need to solve this question. Okay? This question, sometimes it can come, but the chances are few. But I solved it. You can just check it out, the video that I solved. Then you show, even this one I solved. But another question, whether you like it or not, you are going to find alpha and beta tomorrow. So we did this, and for those who are not there, remind me after this class. I'm going to send you the video that you have to watch. This is what is going you are going to find this tomorrow, whether you like it or not. Alpha and beta is there. Consider that, find the root. Maybe this can come, but we solved 18 today. We solved this question. Can come, the chances that question 19 from tutorial sheet 3 can come is 75%, still in B plus at Unza. 75%, but exam, the chances are 90% that this question is going to come. But now we're talking about the quiz, but I want you guys to know it before you go tomorrow, in case you find it. But if this question tomorrow you're not going to find it, in your test it will come. I rest my case.
Now, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is there a video for question 19?
Oh, the whole tutorial sheet 1, 2, 3 full videos are there, guys. They are there on YouTube.
So, what about which questions should we focus on?
I'll show you. Let's just finish this one. These are these are what we call routine questions. Question 20, you mute your mic. Question 20 and 21, we call them routine question. Please mute your mic.
It's you. It was your meal, that one, the one we ate. Otherwise,
Joby alema Joby. Let me just remove him. He's tired. Understand him. Okay, Achoka, no, he's tired. This is life, guys. He's tired, understand him. So question 20 and 21, these are routine questions. Guys, these questions I solved them. Most of the times, this question 21, it has been coming for the past 3 years, and of course question 20. So again, this, no one question on how to solve question 22. Okay, then let me now show you something on question on tutorial sheet what. I want to show you something on tutorial sheet 2. I want to show you something on tutorial sheet 2. Where is the tutorial sheet 2? The question that you have to focus on. Question 1, as you are solving question 1, 2, 3 from tutorial sheet 2, skip them. They can't come. This question, I don't think so. Question 2, it can't come. Question 3 can't come. Question 4 can come. It's piecewise function. There is no quiz, no test, no exam without even and odd function. Question 5, you have to check. There is no test, quiz, exam without finding the domain, but we don't know whether they will ask about the domain of this guy or the rational function. Check out these questions for how to find the domain of rational function. In fact, check question 6 the way it is, just like that.